Hi Taurus, welcome to your January 2019 love reading. My name is Christina. This is my channel, Just One Spirit. Just want to say thank you for stopping by to check out my channel. Hopefully something does resonate with you. If it does, please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you feel in your heart to do. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Somebody just walked by my house. But anyways, just want to let you know I do put my email in the description box below, so you can email me if you have any questions. If you feel like you want to work with me, I'd be happy to help you. So let's jump into your love reading for January 2019. This pile is Taurus. This is your energy. This pile is Taurus's person. That's their energy. This is the overall spiritual energy that is between you two. So let's get started. And this is the mental beliefs and thoughts of the Taurus person. They're mentally ready for justice in their love life. Woo! Yeah, they're ready. They're ready for justice. This is divine guided. They're feeling, man, they're ready for justice. They're ready to make a decision. They're done. Like, they're just ready for justice in their love life. All right, and the mental thoughts and beliefs. The person they're with is also feeling burdened. They're mentally feeling burdened, but it's the ending of it. Like, they're wrapping up this cycle of feeling burden, of feeling held back. And maybe that's why Taurus is wanting this justice, because this person hasn't been able to communicate. Like, there just hasn't been communication. This person obviously has had a lot that they've been dealing with, a lot that they've been carrying inside, that in their head. But this is a 10, so this is the end of that cycle. It's the ending of that mental cycle, that mental feeling bogged down mentally, or feeling like overloaded, like there's just too much going on, feeling a burden. But that is the end of that cycle. Taurus mentally is wanting justice. Emotional feelings and reactions of the Taurus person, they're ready to come forward. They want to be stable. They're ready to come forward. They're ready. They feel like they've balanced themselves out mentally and emotionally. They feel like they're being protected by the divine. And they're ready for their justice in their love life. It's like they have their armor on. They've been through a battle, but they haven't lost everything. They still have their security. They still have control of their emotions no matter what they've been through. And they're ready to move forward. And they want something justified. They want something solid that they can feel secure in. The emotional feelings and belief of the other person, they're still mourning the past, or they're mourning something that they've done. Yeah, maybe they've hurt you. I feel like they've caused this mental burden for themselves, because I think that they finally recognize the connection. But they're still focused on the past, and maybe they're feeling regretful emotionally, like that, how they've spilled all these emotions into these cups that aren't there for them, or aren't, that they can't. So it's like they feel like they've wasted a lot of emotions. But all they need to do is realize that that's over, that cycle's over, that cycle of feeling burdened mentally, that cycle of feeling like remorse and regret for the past, like the past is done, it's over with. And all they have to do is turn around, and they'll see that they still have these two cups, which is, love. So they still have love. They have love that's wanting to come into them. So I just think I feel like the person that Taurus is dealing with, I'm doing these in December, and there's a lot of changes and energies fastly changing at the end of the year going into January. And I think for Taurus, they've released everything. Like, they've mentally released the past, they've mentally released their emotions. Like, they're just solid in their own state, and they're ready to move forward, but they want to do it justified. They want it to be a justified moving forward. They want it to be solid and secure. Like, this can represent a lot of like outside influences or third parties, and so maybe, I'm just saying, like, I feel like this person is mourning something. They're mourning a loss, and I feel like it's almost like they feel burdened. I think this person that Taurus is dealing with has been dealing with them for a while, and once this person just opens up, like, I think they're in this period of where they feel regretful for what they've done in the past, and they feel burdened by the things that they've done. Let's see what the spiritual growth is. Yep, Taurus is waiting. Taurus is standing there. They know in their spirit that they planted the right seeds. They know that they sent their ships out with love and kindness, and now they're just waiting for the divine to come in and justify that and bring that to them. It's coming to them. And I really feel like Taurus is waiting for this person. I think Tauruses, they're very intuitive. Even though they're not a water sign, they take on a lot of water properties. Like Taurus, they just somehow have this internal like knowing of things, of people. And so they have a very good way of like relating to people. They're very patient, and this is another patient just waiting for your ships to come in. And it's like they're ready to move forward, but they're waiting at the same time because they want it to be true. They want it to be justified. They want it to be balanced. And I feel like the person they're dealing with still has a little bit of balancing out their own thoughts and emotions. And it's at the end of the cycle. So they're on the verge of doing that. They're still just dealing with that. And once they do let it go, and once they've healed that, they're going to take these 2 cups and move forward. And then their spiritual, again, their spirit and a spiritual level, they realize that this cycle needs to end. They realize that they can't keep going on. They can't keep going on trying to fill these cups and aren't going to be there. That, they can't keep pouring emotions out into these things that aren't serving them. And their spirit is directing this. Their spirit is the one that I think, with this being in their spiritual growth and opportunities, this is spirit finally putting that last sword into them and waking them up. And I think because of that, they have 2 10s here, so this is a completely new cycle. And this new cycle is coming out of this darkness and coming out of this regret and loss into a new cycle of love and abundance. Like, I could see this behind, and the cycle's ending. So I think Taurus is feeling that and recognizing that and knows that, so they're willing to wait. Their spirit is getting the messages that this is ending, and they need to let this person bring it to an end themselves. That this person has to close that chapter out in order for anybody to be happy or move forward. In the physical level, yep, Taurus knows this is a spiritual connection, and they know that they're following their spirit. Like, you can't stop a Taurus that's following their spirit. Like, they know that they're justified when they follow their spirit. They went through these cycles themselves. They've already been through this. And they've already, healed and, filled their cups back up and stacked them up. And now they're ready to move forward. And they're just going to follow their spirit, and they're going to wait till divine justice comes in and brings that love that they want and that balance that they want. And even though maybe Taurus does love this person, they're seeing that this person is at the end of closing out this cycle, but they're not quite there yet. And they're willing to wait for that because they know it's spiritually guided. See, yep, and once they've closed this cycle out, oh my God, look how beautiful that is. Like, Taurus just knows, and they're following their spirit. And they know that they're going to have that justified, in their head, they know they're going to be justified and balanced. And it's like this person is finally closing that cycle out. They're finally letting those burdens go. They're letting those people go. They're letting those regrets, those thoughts. They're not mentally abusing themselves. Like, they're ready to just close it out. They feel this coming. They feel this in their, coming in on a physical level. It's like they could maybe feel your energy, because I think Taurus is on this spiritual path, and they're following their spirit. And this person, it's helping them heal. It's like your energy coming into their life has helped them heal and helped them get out of these negative karmic cycles, where there's regret, where there's loss, where they're not ever feeling full or satisfied. It's just everything just spilling out on the ground. And it's like they're going to come through this, and they're going to recognize that. And look, it's like you have the Lovers, and this has been a divine blessing. And it's just divine timing coming in. These both cards, this is God coming in. This is Taurus. This is divine blessing coming in. And it's just that little bit left. And like I said, this could be, December's energy kind of coming in at the end. Because I'm doing these end of December. This is not even Christmas yet when I'm doing January. So this could be that lingering energy. The full moons and the new cycles and everything coming through. And them just in their thoughts and their feelings and their spirit, and just closing this out for themselves. And it's like once they close a cycle out, they come out shining. And man, yep, look at this is divine guidance. Told you this is God. And Taurus knows it in their head, and they're going to wait for it because their spirit's telling them to wait for it, and they can see it. They're watching this person change, and they're feeling this person change. And it's healing both of them. And this is something that God has led. Like, Taurus, go watch your last month. I think I said something about a wish coming true, something like that. And I still feel that. Like, I feel like Taurus is going to be so justified. Like, this person that they've been feeling like is the one for them, but hasn't really been showing it, but their spirit keeps pulling them to them, has been pulling them to them. And the reason why is because God has been orchestrating this. The heavens been orchestrating this, and it's like now the cycle's finally closing out, and Taurus can feel it, and they're continuing to walk that spiritual path. They're going to wait. They're willing to wait for it, and it's like, boom, this person closes it out, and then look at, they show up in the physical with the Sun card. And it's like these two people are just staring at each other, like, and here's that sun, like that divine guidance coming in. This is a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful reading. Like, this is a hard energy right here that this person's going through. I mean, 10 and 10, that's a whole new cycle. And it's leaving this past. I mean, it's just them, and I think them opening up and recognizing the spiritual guidance, and maybe they didn't even realize how much you have helped them or healed them. And maybe they're coming, like when they're going through this energy and coming out of this cycle, they're recognizing that. And they're recognizing like how you've just been divinely guided towards them, and how your divine guidance and like you following the spiritual path has actually led them like almost back to themselves, is what I'm getting, like back to that, their power. And it's like they come back to their power, and your overall spiritual message is, I think you're both in your power now. And now that you're both in your power, now that you both have healed and moved on, and it's like, this is a brand new spiritual beginning that you're both going to take, like that's been divinely guided. It's like you're both going to come together and walk away on a spiritual path together. Wow, this is intense. Like, I just get this intense, like, glowing energy. Like, the heavens and angels are just, like, cheering these people on. Whoever these two people are, this is something that heaven wants. So, it's like, heaven wants it, it's going to happen. Like, heaven, I mean, the more you fight it, it's like, the more that you fight, like, this person, I think, has already surrendered. Like, they're spiritually, they just surrendered to it. They're just surrendered to it, and they're just waiting. Or this person maybe even still is giving these little tests. And it's like God is like, no, this is done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Closing that out, closing that out, closing it. Like, it's like no matter if, even if they want to go back, God ain't going to let them go back. It's just crazy. This is an intense reading. This is a long reading. I've been kind of blabbing on, but man. Alright, so I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I thank you and hope you have a great year and many blessings. Have a blessed day.